Once again, welcome back to the program. ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਇਰਾ ਅਤੇ ਜੈਨਾ ਅਮਰਸੀ ਨਾਲ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਥੈਰੇਪਿਸਟ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਐਕਸਪਰਟਸ ਨੇ. ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ? ਇਹ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਅੱਜ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਲੂਸਿਵ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ? We have everything, but despite that, people are not happy. What's the reason for that? What needs to be done? ਇਹਨਾਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ਾਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਲੱਬ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਦ ਗੈਟ ਹੈਪੀ ਕਲੱਬ. ਇਹ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਆਓ ਇਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਦੋਨों ही मेहमानों को. वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम. थैंक यू. सो डॉक्टर सायरा, आपसे शुरू करते हैं. जी ठीक. ईस्ट अफ्रीका से आप हैं और यहाँ पे आप थेरेपिस्ट का काम करते हैं. थोड़ा सा ये बताइए कि जब हैप्पीनेस की बात करते हैं, क्या कारण है? आज हमारे पास सब कुछ है, बट डिस्पाइट दैट, व्हाई इज इट दैट वी फाइंड पीपल आर नॉट सो हैप्पी?
People are not so happy because they're making their mood based on everything around them.
Okay.
So if the things around them are difficult, they feel bad. If the things around them are great, they feel good.
Right.
And the inner state of happiness is something they feel is out of their control. Right?
Yeah, and oftentimes we look to get things in order to feel happy. So we try to get a better job, we try to get a better partner, we try to go on more vacations, we think it's going to make us happy. We don't realize that happiness has to come first.
Right.
And then no matter what we do, we feel good.
We think those things are going to make us feel
Yeah,
good.
But the environment we have been brought in has been such, whereas if we acquire something, then it has been told to us, you are happy. Right? That's what has been put into our minds.
Right.
तो अब ये बताइए कि जैसे आपने बात की, it has to be from within.
Right.
तो within कैसे लाई जाए?
So think about children,
Okay.
right? Really young children, 3 years old, 4 years old, they're just happy.
Right.
Right? They're happy, they're playing, they're having fun. Something bad happens, they get upset, but again they get happy.
Right.
They get a toy, they're happy with it for a few minutes, then they move on to the next toy and the next toy and the next toy. They don't get stuck that this one thing has to keep me happy. As we get older, we're taught that that's not normal.
Right.
Right? We're taught that this thing that you bought should make you happy. This house that you have should make you happy. Your marriage should make you happy. Your children should make you happy. But that's not normal for us. What's normal is to be happy first,
Right.
and then those other things just are coming towards us easily.
And that
It's a
sense-
different way of thinking, right?
Yeah, and it's that sense of playfulness and eagerness towards life rather than stress and tension.
Right.
So when we're looking to get a better job or a better house, it can be a very tense process. We think that if we don't get this house, that means something about ourselves. But really, it's that eagerness about life that's really the driving force to happiness. If
Right.
you're eager about everything, then every day is an adventure. It's not about the big milestones, it's about the daily activities, going
The
out for
journey what
coffee.
we're having every day, every moment.
Exactly.
But you talked about playfulness. You know, we are comparing to a child. It's a very good example what you have given. They are not concerned about anything. They are just enjoying the moment.
Yes.
And they live in the moment, they enjoy the moment, and they are blissful, they are happy.
Right.
So how to bring in that kind of playfulness, that joyfulness in our lives?
Well, you know what? I think it starts with the way that we talk to ourselves.
Right.
So when we're focused on being happy, we start to say nice things to ourselves. We start to say nice things about other people to ourselves. So instead of focusing on the negatives, we're really focusing on the positives. And that makes life seem a lot more fun.
Right.
And the other thing we do, the opposite of that is comparing.
Right.
So when you look at somebody outside and say, oh, they have this and I don't have it, they are like this and I'm not like that, and you
Right.
feel bad, then that negative voice, it's in my own head, nobody knows I'm doing it, but
Yeah.
inside I don't feel good. And so it's practice. So can I look at somebody else who has something that I want and say, wow, if they could have it, I could have it.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than, why don't I have that thing?
Right. Or why does he or she have it?
Right.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a conscious effort that we put in all the time. Like since
Right.
Saira and I started this journey, we've become very attuned to our own thoughts. We've started to recognize, am I saying something mean to myself, and how can I turn that into something nice to myself? When you're nice to yourself, the whole world seems brighter. It's just like if you're having a good day
Right.
and everything is going your way. You know, people are buying you coffees and smiling at you, and everything's like, hey, how's it going? Like, hi, nice to see you. And if you're in a bad mood,
Yeah.
everything is awful. You know,
Right.
people are sulking around you, your coffee doesn't taste very good. So it's all about the way that you feel first, and then life kind of gives you what you're putting out.
So it's all about your attitude towards it.
Absolutely.
अच्छा ये बताइए, Get Happy Club ये क्या है?
It's so exciting. So Jena had this amazing idea. Do you want to talk about your idea?
Yeah, sure. So I was thinking for a while that I wanted to start some group work.
Right.
And I had been really focused on my relationship with myself, so feeling really good. And I got an inspiration to start a Get Happy group filled with people who just want to live life a little bit easier, who
Right.
think that life is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. And you know, Saira and I found that when we got together, having that support was so important for our journey. Because if I was alone and I hadn't seen Saira for a couple weeks, sometimes I would forget. You know, I would
Right.
forget to be nice to myself. I wouldn't know how to process all the things that were happening.
Right.
And when we would see each other, we would kind of bounce ideas off each other. So we thought, wouldn't it be great to have a community of people
Right.
who really want to focus on happiness, and we can be that inspiration for each other and that
Right.
support.
Because sometimes what happens is I might be positive and
Yeah.
optimistic, but my surrounding, my family, my friends might be in that old humdrum, you know, complaining problem,
Absolutely.
and then it can drag me down.
That
And so-
environment makes all the difference.
and it does. And what we're finding is that when we build community,
Right.
different, all the people who are going in the same direction, it boosts
Right.
everybody up together. So
Absolutely.
we're not. I mean, we have studied this, but the club is for everybody. Right?
Right.
Everybody comes together. Everybody gives their ideas and their thoughts, what works for them, and it's a lot of fun.
And
Of
people
course.
are on all different levels, right? Some people are like really unhappy when they come in and they want to get happy. Other people
Right.
are already very happy and they just want to be surrounded by other happy people.
Right.
But we give tips and techniques as well in each club, but it's a lot just about the conversation, right?
Right.
And the environment.
You're a relationship expert, you
Yes.
know, and let's talk about relations a little bit, because again, relations today, when we compare of old days, generally, you know, we compare with what was happening earlier, and from the culture we are in, where we say that, you know, relationships used to continue for long, you know, it was not for a short period, but now relationships are made, they have also become kind of commercial.
Right.
What am I going to get out of you?
Yes.
That's what my thought process is there when I'm making relation. So tell us a little bit about that. How can we change that perspective and have unconditional kind of love or unconditional support for relations?
Every relationship that we have in our lives, whether it's with our partner, with our business partner, with our family, it's all a reflection of our relationship with ourselves.
Right.
So when we're focused on feeling good about ourselves, when we're focused on that kindness to ourselves, we start to treat others very nicely as well, because we see the best in other people.
Right.
And when you expect the best from yourself and from others, they will rise to the occasion, right? So a lot of times in our lives, we're focused on what's wrong. Like, what's wrong with my partner? He's doing this, so I'm miserable. It's his fault that I'm miserable. If we would instead look at ourselves and say, no matter what he's doing, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to treat him with respect, and I'm going to treat myself with respect. Then all of our relationships start to shift
Right.
and really rise to the occasion.
Right. And what we know about relationships, you know, people often talk about communication.
Yeah.
But what they found in couples that are together for more than 20 years is that communication sometimes will break down.
Right.
Sometimes people will get angry, they'll say hurtful things, they'll shout, whatever. But what's deeper than communication is respect.
Right.
If I unconditionally respect my partner
Right.
and know that he or she, you know, if you're with, if
Yeah.
the other way, if I trust that they are doing something always for my best interest and they are on my side no matter what, then the relationship will last. If I'm
Right.
doubting, oh, he's doing this to, you know, to undermine me, or she's doing this because she thinks I'm not good, then things unravel. But it's that fundamental respect between the couple that's what holds people together in the long term.
And practically, if you're thinking about respect, what you can start doing is just giving the benefit of the doubt,
Right.
right? And that's really all you have to, that's one shift, small shift that you can make every single day to get to that level of respect.
Right. And it goes even beyond your partner. It can go to your in-laws, it can go to your children, it can go
Right.
to your cousins, your business co-workers, whoever. If you can find a way to respect the other person, then the relationship, whether it's happy or not, sometimes it'll be a difficult relationship.
course,
But
of
can it be
course.
respectful?
Right.
And you know that something is theirs, it's theirs.
Right.
And can I stay happy despite whatever that other person is doing?
And again, kindness to yourself is how it starts.
Absolutely.
Right? Because when you're
Respecting
kind to
yourself is the
yourself-
foundation by which then you
Yes.
can start respecting others.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Great, a pleasure talking to you. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਜੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਆਏ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਿਮਾਨ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜਨਾ ਅਮਾਰਸੀ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਇਰਾ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਕਿਉਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਲੂਡ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਇਹੀ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਲੱਭਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹੋਵਾਂਗੇ। ਪਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਸਿਰਫ ਬਾਹਰਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵੱਲ ਧਿਆਨ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਇਨਸਾਈਡ। ਅੰਦਰ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਤਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਬਣੇਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਾਂਗੇ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਲੱਬ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੈ ਦ ਗੈਟ ਹੈਪੀਨੈਸ ਕਲੱਬ। ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਤਦ ਹੀ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੀ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰੀਏ। ਐਂਡ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਸਿਰਫ ਲਫ਼ਜ਼ੀ ਤੌਰ 'ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਟ ਹੈਜ਼ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਇੰਟਰਨਲ। ਐਂਡ ਅਗੇਨ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਜੇ ਤਦ ਹੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੇਕਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰਨੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅਨਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਅਨਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਰਿਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ਼ਿਪ ਵੀ ਲੌਂਗ ਲਾਸਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਏਗੀ।